What you're looking at are calyx balls. Now these little balls are filled with organisms that create thick biofilm. And I'm going to tell you guys a little story of why I'm adding them to my tanks today. I've been wondering recently if there's enough biofilm, there's enough algae in my tanks. Some of my shrimps aren't very active, and that's due to a reason. I mean, I don't have big colonies. I spend a lot of money on some of these shrimps, and so for the most part, some of the colonies are only 6 to 10 shrimp in the tanks. My boas, there's only 2 of them in there, so for that reason, some of my shrimp don't come out as much as I want them to. Pure black lines, pure red lines, of course, those are out all the time. There's 25 in each tank, so of course I get to see them a lot more. So I was doing some research, and I came upon Shrimp Sanctuary's YouTube channel, and he is a great guy. I learned a lot from him, and unfortunately his calyx balls were out of stock. So I ended up getting these from Shelly over at Lucky Aquatics, and her website link will be down in the description. What are calyx balls? Calyx balls, you know, they create thick biofilm. They're grazing food. Now, there's 2 different ones. If you guys are watching this video, these are calyx balls. Now, if you have under 10 gallons, these are for you. Or if you have under 50 shrimp, remember. So if you have a 20, 30, 40 gallon tank, but you have under 50 shrimp, these will work for you. If you happen to have a 10 gallon tank and you have 60, 75 shrimp in there, you want to look into a little ball. Now, that link will also be down below in the comment. They're a bit pricier, maybe about $3, $4 per ball, as opposed to, I think I paid $12 for 7. I'd have to look into it, but the info will be down in the description. So today, what I'm going to be doing, it's very easy. Before I do it, before I add them into the tank, though, I do want to let you guys know these need to be soaked for minimum 3 to 5 days. The reason for that is these come heavily in tannins and other stuff that you want to get rid of, and you also want to allow your balls to create biofilm before you put them in the tank, of course. And so for that reason, these calyx balls are tiny, but they've been soaking in RO water while changing them out. I've been changing them out about twice a day for the past 4 days. So I think they're ready now. We're gonna be adding them into all 12 tanks today, and then we're just gonna see how they work out. Now, of course, this won't be an in-depth review, but in 30 days, I will give you guys an update as far as what I think of them. Have they helped? Because there's other benefits to this. Apparently, also, so one other thing is that this will not foul your water. This will also, this won't, in case you're worried about TDS and, water parameters being all over the place, this won't do that. That's the whole reason behind soaking them for 3 to 4 or 5 days. Now, another thing is that it apparently also increases breeding in your tanks. And of course, shrimplets can also feed off of these calyx balls. And so those are big plus. If you're looking into breeding, that's something that you want to look into. And so if you guys have any questions or I missed anything, let me know down below in the comments. I'll get back to you guys as soon as I can. Of course, I'll do some research. If I need some more research, I'll let you guys know. So let's get these balls in there and let's see how the shrimp react. I have heard that sometimes they don't just dive right into them, but I have a feeling that these 2 tanks, being that there's so many shrimp in there, they're just gonna go right for it. So I appreciate you guys for watching. Hit the like button, subscribe. Let's get right to it. Okay, so what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna get one of these balls, and I have several options here. Of course, as you guys see, all I have is cholla wood and moss. I think this ball is gonna go right up front. That way, if the shrimp want to get to it, I have a good view of the shrimp. And so, let's see how this goes. There we go. I'm gonna do the same to every single tank and come back and show you guys if the shrimp go right to it. One thing I did forget to mention is that these calyx balls are only good for about 30 days. So after 30 days, you do want to make sure to replace them. Make sure to soak the new balls also in RO water. Look at this. I feel like these red fancy tigers are smelling that. They're making their way over there. Of course, I'll keep you guys updated. Like I told you guys, these are pure black lines. They smelled it as soon as I put it in. If you guys can see that, I'm gonna see if I can zoom in. There's biofilm on the ball already, and so they're going straight for it. This is exactly what we wanted. We want to make sure that to keep a good eye on the shrimp, make sure they come out, and look at that. Okay, guys. So after only about a few minutes, now I've seen a lot of activity. Now we don't have many shrimp in these tanks. I'm not gonna show you guys that, but if you guys can see here, most of the shrimp have come out. And snails as well. We've got a lot of activity, and I'm really excited about it. Look at this. I showed you guys this earlier. Pure red lines, pure black lines. They all seem to be on top. And I wish I could show you guys. There's a small layer of biofilm on top of these balls. And so you guys can see here, I'm really excited. Everything seems to be going just as I wanted. But like I mentioned before, it's really important that you guys soak these balls for at least 3 to 5 days. I'm going to keep you guys updated as promised within 30 days. Just to let you guys know some of the main questions that I have right now. Are they going to affect my water parameters? You know, will the shrimp actually be a little bit more active now? And 3, you know, do they eat as they normally would? You know, do they still have an appetite? Or are they getting too much biofilm? And so I'm going to be answering those questions in 30 days. Make sure to like the video, subscribe to the channel if you haven't done so. Thank you guys for watching.